Linda Barcz from the Bruce Company is taking your plant and garden questions at 270-9933. Hello, Linda.
Hi, Mark.
Beautiful week to get out in the yard.
Yes, last week was did not cooperate, so this is the time. This is the week to do it.
All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Debbie in Barneveld. Hi, Debbie. What's your question?
Yes, I have 4 birch trees that I have in my front yard here, and they seem to be growing quite at an angle outwards, and I'm wondering if I should secure them with something so they grow straighter, or if they're about 18 feet tall now.
Oh, 18 feet. These are not young plantings. Well,
no.
if they're a paper birch, does it have the whitish colored bark?
Yeah, I think they're river birch.
Okay, river birch is a little bit different, but both birch species tolerate being at an angle, especially if they're in a clump, and it does not have to be growing straight up and down for it to be stable. So if they're that tall, trying to stake them at this time would be very difficult.
Okay, would like a tie-out or, one of those big things that you ratchet, would that hurt them?
Well, it depends on how much of an angle is it at and how much are you going to try to move it. And then how do you secure that without it being in the way of mowing and things like that. That's what sort of becomes a problem, because if you were to attach it with a strap and ratcheting and you moved it a few inches, that's not going to be a problem, but I don't know if that's going to affect the ultimate growth form long term.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call.
Right. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Linda in Janesville. Hi, Linda. What's your question?
Oh, hi. I've got two smaller trees that I would like to get transplanted. I don't know if now would be a good time or wait till spring. And then the brown spots and black spots all over the trees and my tomato plants. How do I avoid that for next year?
Okay. Well, let's the brown spots on, for example, maples and crab apples. Those leaves are going to be dropping. You can try to blow them off or get rid of them, but that's a fungus that developed because of spring that we had. It was scab was terrible on crab apples this year, but it's going to be, the season is done, you just get rid of them. On the tomatoes, make sure that you rotate it to a new spot in your garden. You should not plant tomatoes in the same spot year after year after year, because there's always some spores that are going to be dropping, and then when rain comes, it splashes up onto the leaves, and you have a problem. There are fungicides that you can use on tomatoes, but it has to be done preventively. So moving to a new spot is best.
Transplanting the trees?
Oh, the transplant, once the leaves are dropped. I'd sort of like to know what kind of trees she's talking about, if she's still on the line.
Linda, are you still on the line?
Yeah, one is very small. Well, one's an evergreen, and then one, it looks like it's a oak tree.
Oh, okay.
And they're about 3-4 feet high now.
Okay. I would suggest that you wait till early spring to move the oak. You can move the evergreen at this time and make sure you keep things watered if we don't have rain.
All right, let's go to Sue now in Watertown. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
How's everybody today?
We're good.
Linda, I had a begonia plant outside all summer, and now it was so pretty. I'm wondering what I have to do to it to bring it in the house. How am I going to be able to save it or not?
Okay. Well, begonias that are very pretty, when you move them inside, what's going to happen with the reduced light, if you're willing to clean up a lot of leaves that are going to drop in yellow and so on, you can still enjoy the flowers for a while. But trying to overwinter that, it's difficult. They get leggy unless you have a really good southern exposure, or if some people have amazing sun porches that then those plants that you move in, like geraniums and begonias, they actually survive and look nice. But usually begonias and impatiens just look so bad that I don't try to save them till spring.
All right, we're running out of time. We have time for one more question. Pam in Stoughton. Hi, Pam.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
My question is, do you cut back Russian sage or not?
You can, but I usually wait till spring and see where the new growth begins and then cut it back at that time.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you all for calling. Linda, thank you.
All right, thanks, Mark.
We'll talk to you next time.